Hello, 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 divas. It is Coach Twy here with Fit, Fine, and Fabulous. I'm so excited that it is Sunday. It is our day to go ahead and it's our day to go ahead and get started with the 5 steps to breaking sugar addiction. If you are there and you are watching live, I need for you to say hi. I need for you to say hello. I need for you to tag your friend, tag your partner. If you added anyone to our Fit, Fine, and Fabulous group, make sure you tag them. Let them know that the video is live. Let them know where to locate the video by tagging them. If you did not invite anyone, go ahead and do it now. Invite your friend to the group because it's all sisterhood and it's all love. As you are on this live, make sure that you like this video so that others can see the video in their feed. So make sure that you like and leave a comment and say hi in the comments. Say hi, 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 like my girl here. Now, if you have not already, click the link at the top of this video. There is a link for StreamYard. StreamYard is the tool that I use to go live on these platforms. I am not currently on Facebook. I am in a tool called StreamYard, and it needs your permission to show your name. Otherwise, when you leave comments, I'll only see Facebook user. I don't want to see Facebook user. I want to know your actual name. So click the link on the top of this video and share your name. Give the tool permission to show me your name. Hello there, Miss Carol. Hey, Fallon Robbins, miss seeing your face. Hey, Jackie Davis, so good to see you again. Sharon Connor is in the house. Louise, hey, girl, hey, is in the house. My girl, Sonia Smith, is in the house. Say hi and say hello. I see Miss Jinginess is in the house. I see Varel is in the house and has tagged all her best buddies. So make sure that you do the same. If you are watching, go ahead. Don't keep this to yourself because we got a lot we're going to share today. Make sure that you tag your best buddies. Let them know that we are live and direct and we are about to start the 5 steps to breaking sugar addiction. Okay, Marquita Baldwin is in the house, you guys. Hey, Marquita. Hey, Miss Cheryl Brooks Mormon. She is also in the house. So who else is here? Let us know by saying hi. Let us know by saying hello. We have so much to get through today. However, before we get started, I would love to know where everyone is checking in from. Would you mind at all sharing what city you are connecting from? I'm trying to see which coast of the US is representing hard. Okay, so let us know in the comments by sharing which of the cities or states that you are representing from. And in fact, let me show you my face. Hold on. Before we get this presentation started, let me show you my face. Hey, girl, hey! It's Coach Twy here with Fit, Fine, and Fabulous, and I'm super duper excited to get started today. I'm so proud for the women who've taken the time to take a Saturday. It's not Saturday, y'all. Take a Sunday to go ahead and listen in. I know there's football Sunday. I know it's nice outside fall Sunday. I know it's watch TV, Netflix movie Sunday. I know it's meal prep Sunday for many of us, but yet here we are. We are live doing our very best, doing our utmost to learn all about sugar and how we can break up with sugar. I see we got Dallas, Texas is in the house from Miss Sonia Smith. Hey, girl. We got Toledo, Ohio. It's in the house. That's that Midwest. We got St. Charles, Missouri. That's that Midwest. We got Liberty, Missouri. That's that Midwest. The Midwest is in here deep. Okay, we got Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. We're going to call that the East Coast. We have Illinois. That's that Midwest. Okay, we got Kansas City, Missouri. That's that Midwest. Oh, my God. Okay, and then we have Jonesboro, Georgia. That's that dirty South. And we have Tupelo. I hope I'm saying it right. Tupelo, Mississippi, the dirty South is here. Georgia is here. The dirty South is here. Marquita says, I'm so impressed that you got my name right. Oh, yes, well, Marquita. Check it in from Georgia. So awesome. Hello, Miss she's tagging Artrice Cox. Thank you, Sharon Connor, for tagging your best bud. Let's get the tags going. Oxford, Mississippi is in the house. Richmond, Virginia, East Coast is in the house. Greensville, South Carolina is in the house. So, man, it's like a toss-up between the Midwest and the East Coast. It's always so sad that out here on the West Coast, it's just little old me. Ain't nobody checking for the West Coast. Where are the West Coasters? No Californians, no Nevadians. What's going on? What is going on? In any case, sisters, we are here to learn the 5 steps to breaking up from sugar. It is really just that easy. There are 5 steps. Now, I'm not going to say it's easy. I'm going to say it's simple. There's a difference between easy and simple, but this is simple. It's simple, basic steps that we're going to be following during our 10-day challenge. And we're going to discuss them tonight. So if you are ready to get started, go ahead and type ready in the comments, because one of the things we like to do in Fit, Fine, and Fabulous is we like to be sure that we are engaging. We don't have boring webinars, boring masterclasses where we are just having a one-way conversation. It is not just me talking to you. It is you also talking to me, and we're going to vibe off of each other. Okay, so let's do that. So if you are ready to get started, go ahead and type ready in the comments, because I'm telling you that I'm ready to get started, but I need to first hear that you are ready to get started, because I don't like to move forward without permission. I don't like to move forward without hearing that you are also ready to get this thing going, that you are set, you got your water, you got your notebook, and you are ready to have some good old conversations, good old sisterhood conversations, because tonight we're going to have a little bit of fun while we are learning, but we are also going to get our learn on, because Fallon says she ready. My girl Dereka Sample White says she's ready. Sonia Smith is ready. Sure. Okay. Janice is ready. All the readies are coming through. So if you are ready, make sure you are typing ready. 1, because it lets me know that you're ready. 2, it also allows for us to be able to inform others that we are here and we're about to get started, because we are all ready. So let the world know, let the people know, let me know that you are ready, so we can go ahead and get going. Ellie said it's too many steps to access the video. Really, sis? It's just in the group. You just go to the group. The video is in the group. It's at the top of the group. It's not very many steps at all. Hey, Miss Carol. Miss Carol is shouting out her partner, Louise. All right, we had a lot of readies going on from Facebook users. One last note, Facebook users, please do me a favor. Click the link on the top of the video and click, it says StreamYard.com/Facebook. Allow me permission to see your name. Otherwise, it's just going to say Facebook user. I really want to know your name. So make sure, oh my God, she says her peeps from Monk's Corner. Now listen, I don't know much about Monk's Corner. I only know that Pastor Stephen Verdict is from Monk's Corner. And I love Pastor Stephen Furtick. I listen to his podcast all the time. So the peeps from Monk's Corner, what's up? That's so awesome that you guys are here. Bless you and thank you for being in the house. So I see that we are all ready to get started. So here we go. I'm going to share my screen. I'm going to share my screen right now so we can go ahead and get this party going. Share the screen, present, share the screen, 5 steps. Okay, sisters, you should be able to see it. Now, if you can see my screen and you can see me, type screen in the comments, right? If you can see my screen and you can see me, type screen in the comments. Somebody say, hey, Sarah. I love when my Sarahs are here. Hi, Sarah. How are you? So good that you are here. It's so good that we have sisters who care about each other enough to show them how to get their health right, to show them how to reverse the curse of obesity, reverse the curse of sugar addiction, reverse the curse of all the horrible things that plague our communities and attack our families. But we're here to take it all back, baby. We're here to pull all them strongholds down, okay, and pull all the things that are holding us captive. We're here to break them off, okay, break them off of our backs so that we are able to move forward in power, because a lot of this starts with our mental. Amen. With reversing the curse. That's right. Hey, Miss Leslie, make sure that you give the video, the tool, your name so I can know it's you, Miss Leslie. All right. Hey. Somebody said I brought a Sarah into the sorority, but passed away. So she has books that educated about sugar. That's so awesome. I'm sorry to hear that she passed away, but it's such a blessing that she left her legacy through you. Thank you for sharing that here with us. Now we're going to go ahead and get started, sisters. And I'm going to ask one more time, if you can click the link on top of this video. There is a link. It is streamyard.com/Facebook. And what you do there is make sure that you are able to give the tool your name. I'm going to type it here so that you are able to see it. streamyard.com/Facebook. Just go there, click that link. It's on my screen now. And if you could, it allows me to see your name so I know to whom I'm speaking, right? So I just see hi coach, but I don't know who's saying that. And I want to say hi and I want to say your name, but all I can say now is, hey, Facebook user. Hey, sis, but I want to know your name, right? Like Elliot's like, break them strongholds. Amen. That's what we are here to do, and we're here to do it together. You're not alone in doing it, right? And before we all the way get started, I always love to ask, like, how many of you, this is your first live with Fit, Fine, and Fabulous? If that's you, go ahead and raise your hand because we want to acknowledge you like we are at church, right? Like, where are our first-time visitors at? Can all the first-time visitors please stand? Like, raise your hand up and let us know so that we can acknowledge you. And if you don't, if you haven't already shared your name with the tool, make sure that you put your name there so we can say hi and we can say hello to all of our first-time visitors. Come on through with the first-time visitors. We got a Facebook user. I don't know her name. So make sure you are using that link there so I can see. All right, we got Marquise. All right, Diva Baldwin is in the house. First time visitor. We got Diva Winning. Sister, I love your name because you stay winning. No matter what's going on in your life, you are Diva Winning. I love your name. All right, sister. So, okay, Chanel Johnson said, this is a blessing. This is my first time. Welcome, my sister. Welcome to our sisterhood. We are here to help and uplift one another. Sharon Connor said, this is my first time. Okay. Dereka said, this is my first time. I promise you it won't be your last. You're going to be coming back, my friend. Facebook user, I don't know your name, but I want to welcome you because you said it's your first time as well. So welcome to all the sisters. And I see that we have quite a few ladies who are new. So I want to take the time to share a little bit about who I am and how we got started with Fit, Fine, and Fabulous. But before I do that, I want y'all to know we have been helping Black and brown women for more than a decade. You have run across a group that is dedicated to helping Black and brown women reverse the curse, okay? Reverse the curse of obesity, reverse the curse of sugar addiction, reverse the curse of just not loving yourself, not loving what you see in the mirror. We're here to reverse the curse. And all the things that we are talking about today during class applies to you. It applies to you if you have a sugar addiction. If you have a sugar addiction and you're here for sugar, type sugar in the comments. If you know you got that sugar addiction and you are like, girl, I need to break this. I need to break the stronghold of sugar in my life. Go ahead and type sugar in the comments. Hey, Miss Hayes. Diva Hayes is in the house. I see you. Sonia Smith is being honest and transparent. And that's what I love about this group is our honesty and our transparency, that we are not here for games. We are not here to try to pretend. We are not here to put on fronts. We are going to let you know, girl, I struggle with that and I need help. And that is exactly how you get the help, by being transparent, by being open, by showing up and using your words. Okay. Fallon is like, girl, that's me. Okay. Diva Hayes is like, girl, that's me. Okay. Who else? Diva Winning. It's like, hey, that's me. Diva Davis is like, hey, that's me. Diva Carol is like, hey, that's me. And we have Diva Sample White who's like, hey, that's me. I have a sugar addiction. You know, that's the first part of this thing, is accepting who you are and where you are and stop trying to be in denial. So I appreciate you guys. I appreciate you guys for being open, for being honest and telling the truth. But guess what? During this class, I'm going to be sharing some tips with you, but I want you to know, Diva Baldwin, that no matter what, the same thing applies. All the tips that I'm sharing tonight applies if you have high blood pressure. How about we do this? If you have any of these other things, just type a 1 as I say them. Just type a 1 in the comments, right? Okay, so high blood pressure, just type a 1 if you have that, because what we talk about today also applies to high blood pressure. Did you know it, right? Or how about hypertension? Type a 1 if you have hypertension, because it applies to that. Type a 1 if you have high cholesterol. Now we're talking about on top of your sugar addiction. If you have high blood pressure, if you have hypertension, if you have high cholesterol, if you have if you have menopause, if you are going through that, if you have hormone imbalances, if you are experiencing obesity, if you are struggling to lose belly inches, come on with the ones, come through with them. If you are trying to go ahead and lose some weight, baby, and you are struggling with losing that weight, go ahead and type a 1, because everything that we talk about tonight, is going to be focusing in on all of these areas. It applies to it all. Right. And I think it's super cool that we can see that so many of us are struggling with all of the things, right? We can easily see that so many of us are unfortunately struggling in the areas, the same areas. It's sad, but then at the same time, it's wonderful. It's wonderful because we're able to help support one another. It's wonderful because we're able to uplift one another. It's wonderful because we're able to see ourselves through each other and then realize that it's not just me. I'm not alone. Because how lonely is it for you to realize that I'm sitting here struggling with the Snicker bars and the Cokes and the Sprites and the potato chips and all the things, and I'm just alone in this. Everybody else is getting their transformation, but I'm alone in this. You are not alone. So during this live, sisters, we're going to be asking about your transformation. We're going to be asking about where you are in your journey. And I want you to be transparent, because in transparency is transformation. Can somebody write that in the comments for me? Because in the middle of transparency is your transformation. You cannot transform a thing that you won't be transparent about. I always say, sisters, you got to face your fat in order to fix it, right? You got to face your fat or you can't defeat it. Face your fat or you won't be able to fix your fat, right? So that comes with transparency. That comes with saying, yeah, I have a sugar addiction. Yeah, I have high blood pressure. Yeah, I'm struggling and I need help. Transparency breeds transformation, right? Transparency breeds breakthrough, right? So I know a lot of us are like, well, I came here to learn how to break my sugar addiction. It starts with transformation, right? And you guys need to know that we are in the middle of a sugar war right now. We are in the middle of a sugar war. I talked about this before, right? We are battling marketing forces that are trying to get us to buy all the Halloween candy that's out there. So you got the Snicker bars around you. You got the candy corn around you. You got all the candy that's about to inundate you in your space if it hasn't already. We're talking about candy dishes at work. We're talking about candy dishes at home. We're talking about kids with the candy all over the place. It's a candy war out there, and it's a struggle for those of us who are sugar addicts. So what we are doing at Fit, Fine, and Fabulous, we are hosting a 10-day sugar detox. I'm letting you know right now that on October 25th, we are starting a 10-day sugar detox. 10-day sugar detox. And the doors close tonight. They close tonight. So this class is helping us to get started with our mentality about getting prepared for a sugar detox. Who needs a detox? Go ahead and type detox in the comments. Who needs to get off the sugar rush? Who needs to get off the sugar high? Who needs to hop off that vicious sugar cycle? Who needs to do that? Right? If you need to do that, go ahead and type detox, because I see my girl Diva Hayes needs to do it, right? Diva Sample White needs to do it. Diva Green needs to do it. And I'm going to tell you before we even get started, I'm going to give you some examples of some women who decided that enough was enough, that it was just too much going on as it relates to sugar, right? And I have to end this thing with sugar. Now, if you're like, hey, I already know I want to join, make sure that you go to breakupwithsugargirl.com, because that is the link to join our 10-day challenge. Go ahead and head over to Break Up with Sugar Girl, because in October 25th and for 10 days, and honestly, I'm adding in a bonus 2 days. I'm telling y'all right now, it's going to be 12 days. Same price, not changing the price. None of that's happening, right? 12 days. It's called a 10-day challenge, but I'm adding in some bonus days. Right? For those of you who are diamond, for those of you who are platinum, plot twists, we're going to be together for 12 days, teaching just like this, live teaching together once a night for 12 nights. For 12 nights. Who can hang? Who can hang with live teaching for 12 nights in a row? If you feel like you can hang, go ahead and type 12 in the comments. If you're like, girl, I need to hang, I am going to hang. If that's you, go ahead and type 12 in the comments. If you're like, girl, I'm not, I can't go another day. I can't go another week. I can't. I am no longer happy with the woman I see in the mirror. I no longer can fit my clothes. I no longer feel in control in front of food. I am no longer trustworthy around sweets. I need to do this. And if you need to do this, I want you to join me on a 12-day journey. And you see these two beautiful women here on the screen. In fact, I'm going to make them bigger so you can see them and not me. Look at them. This is, I call them the Tutt girls, Tutt, because that's their last name. And you would think that they're sisters, but they are not. The lady on the right is the mom. Her name is Dana. The lady on the left is her daughter. These two ladies together started with a 10-day challenge, just like what we're about to do together. Just like what we are about to do together. And these ladies, sisters, these ladies, they ended up losing 50 pounds together. 50, no doubt. 50 pounds together. Amazing. Amazing. And I see all the ladies who are like, listen, I could do 12 days. And not every day is going to be easy, right? Not every day is going to be hard either. We are made stronger by doing things together, by doing things as a sisterhood. But let me get through my presentation because I wanted to let you know about my soror. Her name is Diva Price. Diva Price is 66 years old. She says she loves sweets. In fact, she's always cooking cakes and stuff for the family and for relatives, and I think she sells them. But she still lost 50 pounds and 26 inches with Fit, Fine, and Fabulous. She is 66 and lost 50 pounds. So we can't sit here and say age is an impediment for you because it's absolutely is not. Sisters, you can do this. I'm sharing these transformations so that you can know that you can do this. Or how about my girl, Felicia Bivens, y'all? Felicia lost 13.1 pounds and 9.8 inches in 5 days. I saw it for myself. She shared her pictures with me. And that was the first 5 days of our sugar detox. Now, I'm curious to know how many of you on this call need to lose at least 13 pounds. Remember, this is a transparent place where we are all in here struggling. We are all in here sharing our hearts. So if you need to lose 13 pounds, at least type 13 in the comments. Type 13 in the comments. Go ahead and type 13 if that's you. Or type me, whichever one. If you want to type 13, you want to type me. So she lost 13 pounds, ladies. Right? Sugar detoxing. That is the issue. When we are craving something so hard that even when we're trying to eat healthy, we run to all the wrong things. That's unfortunate. But Miss Thang lost 13 pounds by following our meal plans, by following our support, by following our sisterhood, by following our accountability. We're not just giving you a plan, we're walking you through it, right? We're not just giving you a plan, we're walking you through it. Or how about my girl, Teen? Her name is Leon Teen. She lost 47.6 pounds. How many of you need to lose more than 45 pounds? Type 45 in the comments. She started with a 10-day challenge and she kept going and she lost 47 pounds. If you need to lose more than 45, type 45 in the comments. Be honest, sisters. Just be honest. How many of us are out there? How many of us are watching who need to lose more than 45? Because guess what? It is possible. It is possible. You can do it. And because you're not going to be alone. You're going to have a step-by-step. You're going to have all the guidance. You're going to have all the support. You're going to have all the encouragement. And look at all the divas who require and need 45 pounds or more. Praise God for your honesty. And I thank God that you are here in our midst so that we may help, so that we may support, so that we can have the opportunity to show you how to do it. Show you how to do it in a different way. We are so proud of all of you. And baby, I need to show you my own transformation. This is me right here from a few years ago. All the thick thighs saving lives, all the big bellies and all the things on the left. And then on the right, snatched up, sis. That's from eating right. Okay, that's from knowing what to eat and how much to eat and what to combine together. We all need to transform. I'm going to be doing this right alongside you. And I love the honesty of the women in the group who are typing 45. Because Diva Cynthia Meeks in this house, she's probably on this call, has lost 30 pounds and 51 inches. We are so proud of her doing the same thing. Phyllis Jackson, she has multiple sclerosis and Graves' disease, still lost 31 pounds and 30 inches following this. You do not have to work out. Somebody in the comments, please type food over fitness. Because that's a big mistake that we all make is we focus on going to the gym. We focus on making sure we get those workouts in. And we don't focus on food enough. But we practice food over fitness. Can somebody type that for me in the comments? Because it's so important. The reason why I asked you to type stuff is because the things that we see, we remember. The things that we see and hear, we remember even more. The things that we see, hear, and we actually write it out, it's permanent. It's permanent. I can ask you 2 weeks from now, you're going to be like, yep, food over fitness. Food over fitness. Stop focusing on, oh, I got to get my walk in. How about, did you get your meal prep in? So if you did not walk, if you did not get on a treadmill, if you did not do your weights, don't do it. If your meal plan isn't set, if your food isn't cooked. A primary principle of this thing is food over fitness. You're going to have to focus on your food. Because without focusing on food, you're going to stay stuck and you're going to stay in a yo-yo. And what I mean by focusing on food is you're going to have to find the healthy foods that you love. So all the things that they share that are healthy, you do not have to follow the meal plan to the T. You do not have to do the exact same thing. But what you need to do is find something that you love. And not just one thing, because who can eat the same thing over and over again? So you're going to have to give it time to identify, oh, I like this. Let me put this to the side. Oh, I like that. So you need to build the arsenal of healthy foods that it's going to allow you to transform. Like many of us have already had that arsenal of fat building foods, do we not? We already know our favorite fast food places, do we not? We already know our favorite fried foods, our favorite smothered foods, our favorite sweet foods. We already have that down pat, do we not? We already know what that is. It is time for you to invest time in figuring out, man, what is my favorite vegetable and how can I prepare it better? You're going to have to invest in your health, and that takes time, and that takes exploration. That takes you taking the time. That's, you know what that's called, girl? That's called self-love. Somebody do me a favor in the comments and type self-love. Because taking the time to figure out, what am I going to eat next week? Or taking the time to figure out, well, which meals do I actually like? That, sis, is real self-love. Not just soaking on your feet. Not just painting on your nails, not just putting some stuff on your face, but really taking the time to think and figure out, what am I going to eat? And then just because you're being healthy, don't just pick random healthy foods. How about we find some healthy foods we love so that it's easier to eat that? This is about loving yourself enough to take the time to figure out you. You don't know your healthy self enough. And we need to get to know our healthy self, Diva Sample White. That's what we're out here doing. We need to get to know our healthy selves. Like my girl Michelle Williams had. Baby, Michelle is snatched up. She done went down 2 dress sizes, lost 16 pounds, and she looking good in her medium. Does she not? She out here with her hands on her hip like a young thing now. That's awesome. This is what's possible when you stay consistent and you love yourself enough. Miss Tammy Foss Smith has lost 15 pounds, 10 inches, and dropped her A1C. She has shocked the doc. She went down from an 8.2 to a 5.8 and probably even lower than that right now. We need to take the time to figure out what are our foods. Because did y'all know that there was a link between your belly and the sugar, right? The belly and the sugar is a complete link. We need to be aware of that. So the more sugar you eat, the bigger your belly gets, not just because of fat, but also sometimes the sugar you're consuming is fake sugar, and then it causes inflammation. The sugar that you're consuming, your body can't digest it. So it don't even take that long for you to have results like this. It don't even take that long because a lot of times it's inflammation. A lot of times it's bloat. A lot of times it's just digestive issues that's coming up because of the food choices that you are making. Somebody do me a favor, one more again. Food over fitness. If you don't get nothing else out this call, know that you need to focus on your food. You need to figure out what are my favorite healthy foods, and then how can I build a meal plan around that. And that is what we are focusing on in our challenge, right? That is what we are focusing on. So I'm going to try and zip through to kind of get to the presentation itself, because we have so many transformations, so many women who have experienced a renewal in their lives, a renewal in their bodies, simply because they've taken the time to know themselves, to know their healthy selves, right? So if you guys have been diagnosed with pre-diabetes, if you got the high blood pressure going on, or if you're addicted to sugar and you don't know what to do, or you've been trying to lose weight, but all the rules are so confusing, I always say, I got you, sis. I absolutely got you. Now, I need for you guys, though, to stay to the end. Stay to the end, because I do have a gift. Now, I don't know if I have any maxi dresses left, but if I do, okay, I'm either giving out a maxi dress or a Fit, Fine, and Fabulous trucker's hat. Okay, either one of those. I do believe I still have some maxi dresses left. But if you're staying to the end, I'm giving away 2 gifts, either 2 hats or 2 dresses. 2 hats or 2 dresses. If you're staying to the end, type END. If you're committed to seeing the whole presentation, I'm going to give you a phrase for the day at the end of this conversation. Then an email is going to come out to you, and I'm going to ask you, what was the phrase of the night? What was the phrase of the night? That's what I'm going to ask you. And then if you answer that correctly, we're going to randomly choose one of you to win. 2 of you, because I'm giving away 2 tonight. I'm going to give away either 2 dresses or 1 dress and a hat, or 2 hats, depending on what we have in stock. So who's staying in? Who's staying in to the end? Type END in the comments. Who wants to win a floor length maxi dress? Now, I know fall is coming, but all you got to do is put a jacket over that. You could do a little leather jacket with a nice little necklace and some heels. Be looking cute. Okay. This is what we're doing. Look at all the ladies saying they're staying to the end. Okay, Miss Honey Robinson. She says she's staying to the end. Diva Baldwin is staying to the end. Diva Connor is staying to the end. Let's go. Let's go, sisters. All right. She's staying to the end. Right. So for those of you who are new, hi, hello. I know I talked a lot already, but I am Nicole, Coach Twy Twyman, the owner and founder of Fit, Fine, and Fabulous, and I have been hosting virtual challenges for more than 12 years. I am a fitness coach, an author, a motivator, an encourager, and again, the owner and founder of Fit, Fine, and Fabulous. And I am so blessed to have you in our midst tonight, because what we're going to be talking about tonight is transformative. What we're going to be talking about tonight is going to shift your thinking about how you currently eat and about how you currently feel about how sugar has a hold on you. How do I know this? Because listen, I've been helping women, like I said, for more than a decade, and we could sit here for probably a good 24 hours straight of me reading reviews, reading testimonies, and showing you pictures. That's how many testimonies we have. We are not new to this. We are true to this. We have been consistent in this. We have been serving Black and brown women for more than a decade, and we are quite proud of that. We are and in fact, me myself, I am so excited for the women that have already signed up to the Break Up with Sugar Girl Challenge, because I cannot wait to serve you. I cannot wait for you to receive your book in the mail, your new book in the mail. I love it, ladies. I already have my author's copy and I have been reviewing it. It has templates inside of it. It has all the things that you need. It has the recipes inside of it. It even has like wonderful quotes in it, right? The quotes are in here. Break up with sugar because you're sweet enough already. Quotes are representing in the group. So motivation is here. Transformation is here. Meal plans are here. Trackers, journals are here. And we even created a whole freebie page, because I'm going to put some training inside of that to all of you who are participating. all of you who are participating at diamond or platinum levels. So I cannot wait to serve you. I traditionally, though, am a project manager. I used to work for Microsoft, IBM, Procter & Gamble, had all these jobs in IT, and I use my project management skills to help organize health and wellness challenges, health and wellness courses and classes like this one, right? So I took my IT skills and put them to use for Black women. Instead of serving IT systems, I am now serving sisters. I love that. I'm serving the sisters so that we can all feel more fit, more fine, more fabulous. Who is ready to be fit, fine, and fabulous? Type FFF in the comments. Who is just ready to feel more fit, feel more fine, feel more fabulous in their own skin? Go ahead and type FFF in the comments. I am a best-selling author. I have appeared on Good Day LA, and I am going to just scoochie past a lot of this because, sisters, I have a lot of accolades that I wanted to Coach I didn't want to go ahead and get into all of them. But this one right here, I have to say that I have been where you are. That's how the group started. Is because I was overweight and could not figure out how to lose the weight. I was overweight and could not figure out how to get it off and keep it off. I would do all the crazy things and I would lose the weight for a moment, but then, sis, come on, it will come right back. So I didn't learn how to do it for life. And our goal is to teach you how to be fit, fine, and fabulous for life. Somebody in the comments type FFF, the number 4, and the word life all together. FFF for life. That is the goal. That is the goal. It's not just to show you how you could cheat your brain and get through 10 days and then you lose the weight and then you get fat again. No. Our goal is to show you lifestyle skills to help you build habits, healthy habits that you can sustain for life. We're talking about a lifestyle. So if we have anyone on the call, if we have anyone in the class who's looking for a quick fix, you go ahead and sign off. This ain't for you, right? If you're doing it because you need to have a birthday coming up, or if you're doing it because you got a dress that you need to get into, if you're doing it because you want to look good in that holiday situation, this isn't for you. This is for women who really want to break up with sugar for life. This is for women who really want to feel in control of their health again for life, not just for 10 days, not just for 30 days, but for life, right? So here we go. We want to celebrate the ladies who have already signed up. So there are many of you who've already signed up. But before we get into the 5 things, I just have to celebrate the women who've already taken the step. Diva Carol Mayberry has already taken the step. She is breaking out with sugar at the diamond level. We also have Debbie Ross. She's diamond level. Denise Fuller, she's diamond level. Eleanor Barbara, she's diamond level. We have Joyce Sims, she's diamond level. We have Linda Darlington. I hope you guys are on the call. She's diamond level. We have Louise Savoy, she's diamond level. We have Alanda Perkins, diamond level. And then we have all these fabulous platinum ladies who have joined this challenge and are ready to receive their books, ready to receive their journals, ready to receive their blinged out pins. Have y'all seen these pins? Oh my God, look at these crazy pins. They are so fabulous. Like the whole thing is blinged out, not just the tip, the whole thing, and they write so well. So if you have already joined and you know you're platinum and you know you diva or diamond, go ahead and type diamond in the comments. Go ahead and type platinum in the comments, because we know that these platinum divas going to have free access to our app. They're also going to have access to our challenge. They're also going to have t-shirts. They're also going to get journals. They're also going to get pins. Like the platinum divas are getting it all. Annie Gordon, platinum. Go ahead and type it if you already know it. Antoinette Bryson, platinum. Cassandra Blacknam, platinum. Cheryl Mormon, platinum. Cynthia Meeks, platinum. Danielle Wright, platinum. Daria Cross, platinum. Deborah Rogers, platinum. Florence Gunn, platinum. Holly Robinson got on this cute necklace. She's platinum. Jacqueline Davis is platinum. Jamie Status, platinum. Diva Janice Davis is platinum. Diva Cutchin is platinum. Latasha Jennings is platinum. LaWanda McLaren is platinum. Mitra, hey, Mitra, she's platinum. Petra White is platinum. Phoenicia Jackson is platinum. Ruth Barrett, Sonia Hart, Sonia Smith, Tammy Farr Smith, Teresa Farrington, Tamisina, Trudy Miller, Valerie Rivers, Wanda Ridley, Zelda Johnson are all platinum divas. I encourage you, if you have not already joined this challenge, I implore you to join at a diamond or platinum level, because those ladies stay for the whole 10 days plus 2 bonus days. Those ladies who signed up as basic, you will still get a fabulous challenge, but it will only be 5 days. I want to be clear. If you signed up as basic, you will only get the first 5 days, and it will be in the Facebook group. Our diamond and platinum ladies will be on the Zoom with me. They can unmute and ask me questions, right? Our basic ladies are getting education just like this, right? But you will have it on our Facebook group. You will not have a book, right? And you will only, it's free. You're getting the free version, first 5 days. Our diamond and platinum ladies are getting book shipped to their house. They're getting on the Zoom. They're asking questions. They're getting the meal plan. They're getting extra meal plans. And guess what? I'm doing videos, food videos for those ladies. So if you're like, well, how do I make that? I'm going to show you. If you're like, oh my God, how am I going to track that? We're giving you an app if you're platinum so that you could track your stats, so that you could track your food. So ladies, I implore you to join at diamond or platinum, at least at diamond, so you could get this book. In the book are the step-by-step meal plans that you can do over and over and over again, even after it's over. Right? Because I want you to get the transformation that you need. So now in the group, we ask some questions. Did we not? Every night we have questions of the night, right? Questions for the night. Every night we have that. So we are talking about true or false. So I want to hear, so this is a learning session, right? We're going to learn all night long, right? So true or false? This is our question of the night. I want to answer it for you tonight. Here's the true or false question. 3 tablespoons of ketchup has more sugar than glazed donut. Type true or false in the comments. Is this true or is this false? True or false? True or false? Jackie said true. Jerika said true. Varel says true. Come on, ladies. Look like a lot of ladies say true. A lot of ladies say true. The answer is true. Can you believe this? Can you believe the answer is true? How is this true? Okay, so if you go and take a look at 3 tablespoons of ketchup, 1 tablespoon is 1 serving, and your average ketchup, right? Not the sugar-free and all that, but your regular schmegular ketchup. Well, we are talking about the grams of sugar there. It is at least 4 grams. So if we're talking about 4 grams of sugar is what it says on the nutrition panel, and it's 1 serving is 1 tablespoon, then that means I'm having 3 tablespoons, which is 3 servings, right? So if it's 4 grams of sugar per serving, then I'm having 3, that is 12 grams of sugar. And that is more than 1 glazed donut. Y'all, the condiments are killing us. The sugar is hitting in the dressings, in the ketchup, in the barbecue sauce. So just be careful of the teriyaki sauce, all the things, because it's there. All right. The answer is true. So if you said true, you are correct. Right. It was so interesting to see that so many of you, when I asked what triggers your sugar cravings, most of you said my mood or I've waited too long. And another tip, the mood and the emotions, the triggers and all the things, it's just so important for us to know what is triggering us and how it's triggering us so that you can have a mitigation plan. And project management, when we know that the system is going to go down or we think that the system might go down, we have a plan B. So if this happens, then I'm going to do this. So if I come home and I don't have this, then I need to have this backup snack. So if I have run out of this, I'm going to go in my freezer stash and pull out my freezer frozen. You have to have a backup plan, right? So when your mood is stank, or when you've waited too long to eat, it's so important to know that that is not going to work with your willpower. A lot of us are like, well, man, I just really struggle with the willpower. I'm not strong enough to fight it. It's not about willpower. It's about hormones. Did you know it? There are certain hormones that are triggered or not triggered when you wait too long to eat, right? So we have to be sure that we are doing the right thing by our bodies as it relates to our hormones, right? So there are some hormones that we're going to talk about during the challenge. Ghrelin is one of them, and it is called the hunger hormone. And that hormone is out of whack, sis, if you're not getting your sleep. How many of us struggle with sleep? Type sleep in the comments. Because sleep could have you out here really tripping. Really tripping. And you don't realize, you think, oh, I didn't get my sleep, so I'm just sleepy. It's more than you just being sleepy. It's also you not having the right hormones being produced. And so because you don't have the right hormones that's helping you to realize that you're full, you are overeating. So I need, for those of you who are saying that you struggle with sleep, I need you to connect the nights that you have the weakest sleep with how you eat the next day. Let's reflect a little bit right here. So when you wake up the next day, are you ravenous? Are you finding yourself out of control with eating? If you're not sure, I need you to recognize that. I need you to draw that connection that when my sleep is jacked up, I eat horribly. So I'm not just trying to go to sleep because I need my rest, because you do, but I need you to go to sleep because you want your belly to go down. I need you to go to sleep. I need you to get your rest because I need you to eat normally. It is super hard for you to maintain proper eating when you're sleepy, not because you're a weak chick, but because your hormones are out of whack. You are throwing them out of whack because of your sleep schedule. Do you realize it? Right? So when you are sleeping, you are producing certain hormones. Do you know it? Do you know it? When you are sleeping. So if you're not getting all your sleep, if you're not getting into the REM sleep, you're not producing the right hormones. And you, my friend, are making your own menopause the worse. You are. You jacking up your hormones because of your sleep. Do you know that in your sleep, digestion happens? So if you're not getting all your sleep and your food is not being properly digested, guess what? You look bloated. Because the food haven't made it down the track all the way. Food can't make it down the track because your butt not getting all the sleep. Do you see how important sleep is to your health? It is like, I don't know, it's like one of the top reasons, one of the top things that people neglect, not connecting it to their bellies, to how they're constipated, to what's on their skin, to how hungry they are. You need to get your sleep. You need to get your sleep. Okay. So let's get that in. Let's make sure that we underscore that. The other question was, is mental health more important than your nutrition and physical health? Come on, ladies. True or false? True or false? What did we say? What did you comment in the group? Mental health is more important than nutrition and physical health. Is this true or false? Come on, ladies, in the comments. Let me know what you think. Come on with the votes. Jackie said it's true. Jackie's vote is that it is true. Who else has a vote with Jackie? Janice says that it's true. Fallon says it's true. Mental health is more important than nutrition, more important than physical health. Is it true, ladies? Is it true? Go ahead and type true or false in the comments. And so far we have a unanimous vote of true. Everybody's saying true. Anybody says false? Hey, Miss Sharon, Tarsha, so good to see you here. Okay, the answer, Honey Robinson, is correct. It is true. It is true. Why is that true? Ladies, now you know if your mind not right, you're not worrying about no healthy food. Now you know if your mind not right, you can't focus on meal prep. Now you know if your mind's not right, you really struggle with getting to the gym because you don't feel like it. So we have to be able to nurture our minds. We have to be able to put emphasis on getting our minds right and keeping our minds right. So in the comments tonight, I would love for us to share, sisters, what are some ways that you keep your mind right? Right? What are some ways that you keep your mind right? I can tell you some of mine. Mine is, I have got to read my devotion. I have got to read the Bible with a devotion tied to it, and I got to write. If I don't do that, my day is thrown off. If I don't spend time with God, my day personally thrown all the way off. All the way off. Diva Sharon Tarsha says it's quiet time. Great. Anyone else want to share? Facebook user said prayer. Amen. Prayer. I know some other divas said writing thank yous, like what they're thankful for. Lord, I thank you for this, and I thank you for that, and I thank you. Just saying thank you. Thank you for the bed that I'm in. Thank you for the sun that's out. Thank you for the house that I'm in. Thank you for the opportunity to breathe. Thank you for my feet that allows me to walk. Like just being thankful. People who are thankful do lose more weight. Just so you know, right? Just so you know. Sisters, come on. Fallon says journaling and devotionals. Yep. The Bible app throughout the day. I love this new feature of the Bible app where you are, I forget what they call it specifically, but it's on the main page where you read a scripture. They have somebody doing like a 2-minute devotional, and then there's an opportunity for you to write out a prayer. Love that. I do that now in the mornings when I walk. So I have a morning routine that includes that. And it really helps me. Janice says self-reflection. Facebook user says spending time with God, being with my family. That is such a good one. Such a good one. So sisters, we need to know, and I need to underscore this for you. And I say this all the time, but God cares about your health. God wants a healthy temple to live in. Do you think that he enjoys being in a place of stuffness, being in a place of deprivation? Because sometimes we're stuffing our faces, sometimes we're depriving ourselves. God wants us to be in a place where we feel balanced and whole and complete, and we can manage our food. Does he not want that for us? Right? If you believe that, type amen. If you believe that God cares about our finances, and he cares about our academics, and he cares about our family, and he cares about all those things, you have got to believe that he also cares about your health. He cares about your A1C. He cares about your blood pressure. He cares about your cholesterol. He cares about how much you care about yourself. He lives and resides in you, and he wants a place of peace, and he wants that for you, but you got to want it hard enough for yourself. Is that right? If you believe that, say amen. Because I believe that. Because I know for 150% certainty the days that I don't read my Bible, the days that I don't connect with God, the days that I don't find that quiet time, I'm jacked up. I'm tore up from the floor up. Okay? And I really, really am. Maybe you're not making the connection that your mental health is jacking up your physical health, and it's making you not be able to meal plan. It's making you not be able to focus on your fitness because your mental is all over the place. You would rather spend time Netflixing. You would rather spend time Huluing. You would rather spend time doing all this aimless stuff, just sitting here, not moving, not cooking anything, right? You would rather spend your time doing that than focusing on you. We could do both. We could Netflix and chill and meal prep at the same time. We can do both, right? We can Netflix and Hulu while we walk, and we can listen to it. We can do both. We can do all things. Can we not? We can do all things, including breaking up with sugar, including breaking up with sugar. Facebook user, I don't know your name, but praise God for her words. She says, amen. God cares about our whole body. Our whole health is what I say. WHOLE. He cares about our whole health. But let me ask you this. Do you care about your whole health? God is here for us, and he cares about us so much. He sent his only begotten son, right? But what are you doing? He didn't send his whole son to die for your butt so you could do what? So you could eat cake? So you could drink all the sugary Cokes? So you could drink all the sugary coffees and die early? Really? How you think God feels about that? I'm just being real with you. We have choices to make that are not just about us. We are building legacy habits. Somebody type that in the comments because the habits that you're building right now are legacy habits. They are habits that will be passed down to your kids and your kids' kids. Okay, case in point. Case in point. Have you not adopted the same way that your mom ate? Don't you cook some of the same food your mama cooked? Don't your mama cook some of the same foods her mama cooked? Right? Or how about in the beginning? I don't know about now, but in the beginning, aren't you as healthy as your parents were? If your parents didn't worry about health, were you? If you came from a healthy daddy and a healthy mommy, don't you think that you would be more prone to also move? It would be a part of what you do. We building legacy habits. And we're talking about legacy health habits. And not just legacy health habits, though. We're talking about legacy health habits, financial habits, all the habits. But here tonight, we're talking health. Am I lying? Right? Because we can't do a thing that we were not taught. We have to teach ourselves. And then that's okay because I had to teach myself because my mom and my daddy didn't teach me how to eat right. I'm from New Orleans. We out here frying it up, smothering it up, shaking all the salt on it, Cajun salt this, Cajun salt that, and then you get bloated and you're overweight and then you're dying of heart disease. Unfortunately, like my dad did. Right? We are dying from preventable diseases simply because we don't want to make better legacy health choices. You are passing down this sugar addiction. You are not addicted to sugar because your genes said so. Because my mama had diabetes and my grandma had diabetes. Yeah, but they also had legacy habits. Did they not? These habits are creating these diseases. How you eat, how you don't move is creating the disease. Correct? Right. What does Fallon say? Fallon says, yes, got my blood results back the other day and my inflammation markers are high. I want to take care of me now so it won't be a problem in the future. And it won't be a problem for our kids. It won't be a problem for our nieces and nephews. It won't be a problem. Why? Because we are the examples. Who else is going to do it? No one else has been sent to do it but you. Why else are you on this call? Because you care. But what you need to do is match your action to your care. Can we do that? Can we match making a move and taking a step and taking some action to how much you say you care? Right? So we could talk a good game of, yeah, I have sugar and I need to break that sugar addiction, but do you? But will you? It is our goal with Fit, Fine, and Fabulous to end the trend of obesity in our Black and brown communities. What Diva Johnson say? Diva Johnson says, definitely want better for my child. Amen. Childhood diabetes continues to be on the rise. Is it not? Is it not? Oh, how about let's just talk about specifically Black and brown women, right? So if we at church, can we be real? I'm just being real. I'm just gonna be real. Like, I'm gonna keep it all the way real. I may offend some people now. I'm sorry ahead of time. But let's be real because we want to call a thing and we want to deal with the reality of what's going on. Do we not? So let's say we in church and we walked in and we looking cute. We sitting in our favorite seat. Come on, do it with me. We in church and we walking up the pew, and our church had purple carpet and the pews were kind of purple. And you sit in your seat, okay, your favorite seat, and I could see the choir and I could see the people. I could see the deaconesses and the deacons. I could see the pastors. I could see the whole, associate pastors, the whole thing. I could see them all. Can you see them? Okay, can you see them? Are you in church with me? If you in church with me, type church. If you could picture it, if you could picture your choir, if you could picture your pastor, if you could picture your usher boy, if you could picture the welcomers, the greeters at the door, if you could picture it, type church. If you could see your church or a church, your grandma church, somebody church, type church in the comments. If you are there with me, say church. If you could see it, because I could see it. I could see it. I see the white shoes. I see the hats. I could see it. All right, so I can see it. If you can see it, type church. So if you are there and you can see that, and it's a black church, and we got lots of black women there. How many of the black women that you see in church are overweight? Like physically, like you could see it with your eyes. how many of them are overweight? Do a percentage. Is it 50%, 75%, 100%? How many of the women that you could see in that picture in church, how many of those women are overweight? How many of the white shoes are leaning to the side? How many of them have the bigger dresses? How many of them take up a little bit more space in the pew? This is not shade. This is a reality. How many? How many? That don't make you feel a ways, Diva Tarsha. Where you like, dang, my sisters are coming in like half of us are fat. Dang, Fallon says she in church and almost everybody fat. Jackie says too many. Varel said everybody in her church. Everybody. Who is going to set the example for health? We love to talk about tithes and offerings. We love to talk about getting your finances right. We love to talk about giving to the Lord. We love to talk about volunteering your time. But who talking about getting your health right so you can be financially stable, so that you can volunteer your time, so that you can do all this stuff to the best of your ability? Who is talking about that when 80%, according to Janice, of the women in her church, and y'all already said y'all all over the nation. Y'all already said, oh, I'm on the East Coast, I'm in the South, and I'm in the Midwest. We talking about Black women across the nation. This is our experience, right? 50% to 100% of us straight fat, and that falls in line with what the CDC says. You know what the CDC said about us? CDC says that over 66% of Black people are not just fat, but they're obese. Obese means that you are prone to die because of it. That don't make you feel a ways. It probably doesn't, because we've been desensitized to that mess. It probably doesn't because we've already seen it. We've seen it our whole lives. We haven't seen an image of snatch waist Black women, a whole church of them with the brim hats. No, but when we see the first lady, or when we see the older ladies, they're all overweight. And then when it's time for the fish plate, or when it's time for the supper after church, it's all fattening foods. So we're not gonna do fruit, y'all. We're not gonna have anything healthy. We're gonna sit here and we're gonna pray for the brother who has diabetes, and we're gonna pray for the sister who just lost her leg, and then we're gonna feed ourselves fried chicken. Does that not scare you? That nobody's speaking to that? Why we do that? Why we do that in our families when we go to family reunions and you look at the plates and it's macaronis and cheese and it's green beans and it's all the things and it's smothered and there's all the things, but we are sitting here praying for Uncle such and such who lost his sight because of diabetes. It convicts me. I can't even donate to it. It's like, no, I'm gonna bring a fruit tray, even to the family reunion. Because y'all not gonna say that I didn't. Now, I may not be able to affect the change in it, but you can't say that I supported it, right? We gotta wake up. We gotta wake up. And I'm not just saying wake up for Janice. I'm not just saying wake up for Sharon. I'm not just saying wake up for Diva Baldwin or for Diva Green I'm not just saying wake up for you. I'm saying wake up for us. This is a sisterhood. We do this together. That is how we are successful. That is how 75, 80%, 90%, 100% of us are breaking sugar addictions, because we're doing it together. Somebody type, we are better together. Because we are. You keep trying to do it alone. You keep trying to say, well, oh, I'm going to get to it, and oh, I'm going to do it, and I got my plan. And then the first time you eat a Snicker, you quit. Ooh, that was not supposed to spend that long on that slide, right? We already talked about this one. We already talked about that. I'm going to move on. Thank you, Jackie. We are better together. Thank you, Varel. Thank you, Sharon, for typing that, because we are. There's a reason why when we come together in the group and we are sharing that, we feel good. Like, oh, it's so nice to see her. Oh, it's so great to see her picture. Oh, there's a reason for that. And that reason is because God designed us that way. He designed us to lock in arms. He designed Adam and took from his rib to make Eve. He wanted us to be together. He didn't want us to be alone. Man was not meant to be alone. And man, it's us too. One man was not meant to be alone either. We are better together. So now I could preach all night about that, but let's get into this next question of the night. We had Equal and sweet and low are great low calorie white sugar substitute. Hands down, everybody knew that was wrong. Equal, sweet and low are horrible. Horrible. This was straight false. This was false. This was false, false, false. Y'all need to, but here's the question though. We all know it's bad. We all know that equal and sweet and low out here giving cancer and all the things, but why is it still on the tables? Why is it still being offered at our neighborhood Cracker Barrels and at our neighborhood cheesecake factories? Why is it still out there? Money and marketing talks. So they're going to market some stuff to us so that we could choose, what they want us to choose. And then they're going to add stuff. They're going to add sugar to stuff so that we can buy what they want us to buy. And so you can't even help yourself because guess what? You are addicted to sugar. So you're like, I need that. And you don't even realize that ketchup is your favorite because it's full of sugar. You don't even realize that particular drink is your favorite because it's full of sugar. You don't even realize that you out here eating yogurt thinking you're eating healthy, but that yogurt is full of sugar. That's why that's your favorite, but you don't even realize it. They're tricking us. We are a fool for that sugar. We talked about that last week, but now we're going to talk about the 5 steps to break a sugar addiction. And baby, did I talk long or what? I cannot help myself to be so passionate about serving, right? So we're an hour in and we just getting started with the 5 steps. Are y'all ready for the 5 steps? If you're ready for the 5, type 5 because I got some 5 steps to share and I got about 20 more minutes to share it in. Okay. If you are ready for the 5, type 5 in the comments. And I'm going to break down the 5. So I'm going to need some court stenographers. I'm going to need some secretaries and I'm going to need some note takers. Okay, so we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 together. And I need somebody to type 5 if they're ready for the 5. And then as I go through each one, I need you to type them. Don't just hear me, but remember, we want to hear it, we want to see it, and we want to write it so we can freaking remember it. That's what we're doing. Okay, Sharon said, we all got a job. Do your job. Do your job, sisters. Do your job, Linda Johnson. Do your job, Louise Savoy. Hey, Phyllis Henson. Do your job. She said she's ready for the 5 steps. Let's go. Let's go. Okay. Number 1, you got to decide to get started. You got to decide to commit. You got to decide that up front. A lot of us, and we talked about this last week, a lot of us are not ready. You like what you're doing. You know it's bad, but you like it and you don't want to quit. But step 1 is deciding this is it. It ends today. It ends right now. I am not doing this anymore. You got to commit to the process. So step 1, somebody type this out, please. Get started and commit to the process. You got to get started and commit, right? You got to get started. You can't keep saying, I'm gonna. You can't keep saying, I'm going to sign up. You can't keep saying, I'm going to get started. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. And then guess what? 10 years pass by, your metabolism is slower and you're even bigger and it's even harder to get the reversal of that. So we got to decide that today is the day. If today is the day for you, if you're like, I'm already there. I'm already there. I'm already committed. Type I am committed in the comments. I am committed. If you are already there and you're like, girl, I'm committed. Listen, I don't know who you are, but I know me. If you are already committed, type I am committed in the comments. If that's you, if you're like, I'm ready and I know I'm getting started and I'm already committed and I'm going to do this. And this time it's going to be real. If that's you, type I am committed. That's our affirmation. And I need you to put that thing somewhere where you could see it. Even if you got to write it on a sticky note, put it on the mirror. I am committed. And what does commitment look like? Commitment looks like not giving up when it's hard. Commitment looks like, well, I'm going to do this regardless. Commitment looks like I'm going to do this even if I'm short on money. Commitment looks like I'm doing this even if I'm short on time. Commitment looks like I'm going to do this even if there's nobody around me doing it with me. I'm going to do this. I am committed. If you committed, type, I'm committed. And commitment, you could feel it, right? So it's because even when the numbers don't look like the scale is not scaling how you want it to, the inch is not inching how you want it to, you could feel a commitment because you say, in Jesus' name, I'm still pressing on. Because you know over time that scale will catch up. Them inches gonna catch up because guess what you are? Committed. So that's the step one is being committed. So if you are committed, type I am committed because you gotta be to do this. You can't even go past, you can't go past go without being committed. It's not gonna work. It starts with a made up mind. This is the mental part. A made up mind, determined mind, right? And we're gonna get to the other part. We're gonna get to the other part. But step one is I am committed. Step two is like, okay, I'm committed, but now I got to figure this thing out. I need to assess my sugar craving triggers. What is triggering me? So in the challenge, we are doing our commitments. Do you know it? In the challenge, we are writing our SMART goals together as a sisterhood. And you're like, what are SMART goals? We're going to break that down because we're talking about SMART health goals. And I actually have a template for you to fill out, for you to complete your SMART water goals, your SMART sleep goals, your SMART meal plan goals, your SMART fitness goals. Oh, we got it. I got it laid out. Remember, I'm a project manager. I got it all laid out for you, step by step by step. All you got to do is show up with your committed self. That's all you got to do. So once you committed, you got to assess your sugar cravings. Guess what's in the book? A sugar assessment. We are assessing our sugar trade. So we're talking about what kind is it? Is it a lack of protein that's triggering me? Is it a lack of sleep that's triggering me? Is it a lack? So we have these specific indicators and questions. It's like a 5-page assessment, a quiz. We're going through it together though, so you don't feel alone. We're doing it together. And I'm asking these questions, and at the end, we're going to tally up the numbers. It's in the book. It's in the book. It is day one in the book. We are assessing our craving triggers. What is triggering me? Because friend, if you're not self-aware, if you don't know what's triggering you, you can't fix it. You fixing the wrong thing when you thinking, oh, it's probably my sleep. Oh, it's probably my protein. Oh, it's probably. We need to know what it is, and we need to rank and stank them, right? We need to rank and stank them. We need to know what is first, what I got to work on first, because it's multiple things. It's definitely going to be multiple things, but we want to know what to work on first. We're going to order the triggers, and then we're going to find solutions to the very first one. So now step two is assess your sugar cravings. Assess your sugar cravings. These braces got me tripping with talking. Okay. So who remembers number one? What was number one? What was number one? Somebody type number one and number two together before I go to number three. Come on, somebody help me to go to number three by typing number one and number two together, because we're going to string the thing together. We're going to have 5 steps together. What's the thing? Sisters, what's the thing? We got to assess our sugar cravings. What was the first one? Where we at? Where my course stenographers at? What's the first one, y'all? Oh, y'all done forgot the first one? Do I need to go back? Okay, here we go. Thank you, Diva Baldwin. Thank you, Diva Henson. Decide to get started. Come on, let's type them together. Number one is to decide to get started and be committed. That's number one. Number two is assess your craving triggers. You can't just get started. Too many of y'all want to just be like, show me my meal plan, coach. I'm here. I signed up. What a meal plan at? Don't ask me that. I'm telling you right now, like, don't come in a challenge with that. We don't do that. You came to a challenge with a planner, a project manager, expert one at that, a certified one at that. So we don't do before we plan. We don't act before we think. We think first. We are smart. We are executors, yes, but we are strategists first. So first, we commit. Then we assess the playing field. Like, okay, I need to figure out where I'm going crazy at. It's this. This is it. So we don't come in straight with a meal plan. No, ma'am. We first think. Also, we organize our day. So we think about what's going on in the triggers, and then I have a whole calendar for you, for a 10-day calendar where we're going to identify, all right, which one of these days, hold on, I'm getting ahead of myself. Let me go ahead to number three. We are going to build a sugar detox meal plan. So we got number 1, we got number 2, we got number 3. We are building a sugar detox meal plan. So you got to be committed, sisters. You got to be committed. You got to know what's triggering you. And then you have to build a plan that supports what's triggering you. You have to build a plan that supports what's triggering you. So many of you are using generic meal plans and trying to figure out, like, why isn't it working for me like it worked for her? Because you are trying to apply a generic thing to your very personal thing, to your very custom thing. God made you different. God made you unique. God made you to stand out. Your taste buds are different. So you have got to personalize your meal plan. So what we do in Fit, Fine, and Fabulous, we give you options. Somebody type options in the comments. Okay, I'm giving you 3 different options of meal plans. 3 different options. And for those of you who are actually in my membership, you get endless options. But for the purpose of this sugar detox, we have 3 options. We have 3 breakfast options. We have more than 3 snack options. We have 6 snacks options. We have 3 lunch options. We have 3 dinner options. We have options so that you're not like, girl, we out here eating the same thing. No, man, we are not. You're going to eat what you like. You're going to eat what you love. Because guess what happens? When you are triggered by a thing, but you are eating something you like, you are more prone to continue to eating the healthy thing because you know the healthy thing is right and it tastes good. So we have to be able to identify what tastes good, because we can't sit here and eat bland food and expect to lose weight over time. Because remember, we're doing this for life. This is how you do it for life, right? You got to have options. You got to have options. And the options are there in the book. We have options 1, 2, 3, meal 1, meal 2, meal 3, meal 4, meal 5. And then you're like, oh, do I have to eat all that? Nope. It's personalized to you. So in our meal planning session, we're going to do it together as a sisterhood. I told you it's together. I'm going to tell you how to create this meal plan using the options I've given you. I am literally doing videos to show you the meal plans. So if you are doing this on your own, you have got to build a plan. You cannot just go out into the day. You cannot just go out into the week trying to, live your life and just be fancy free. No, friend, you got triggers and you're going to be triggered out there. You're going to be triggered to go to the drive-thru. You're going to be triggered to call the DoorDasher. You're going to be triggered. So you have got to plan, right? The planners are the one who win. So how many of us struggle with planning? Type plan in the comments. How many of us struggle with planning? Type plan in the comments. So many of us struggle with planning. I'm going to help you with that. The book helps you with that. It walks you literally 1, 2, 3. All you got to do is put in your number. Put in what you're doing. That's all you got to do. So many of us would rather just do. I don't want to think. I want to just tell me what to go by. No. Why not, coach? Because I want you to learn. Because I want you to know that when I'm not here to tell you, that you know what to choose. I want you to be able to go into a restaurant and say, oh, okay, I recognize that as a protein. I recognize that as a veggie. I recognize that as a carb. Ma'am, could you please give me this amount of protein, this amount of carb, and this amount of veggie? Thank you so much. I want to empower you to create your own meal plan. I don't want to just serve it up to you and then you stuck on me getting a new meal plan. No, ma'am. Now, that's only if you want it. I have hundreds of meal plans, right? But I still want you to know how to do it on your own. Because guess what Sharon is going to have to do? Sharon is going to have to go ahead and teach her daughter. Sharon is going to have to go ahead and teach her son. Sharon is going to have to go ahead. So how can you teach somebody? How can we affect generations? How can we affect legacy if we don't even really understand it? We just doing what somebody told us. Stop doing that, y'all. Signing up for these challenges, signing up for these fitness things, and then I'm just going to do what he said. They said the master red with the green. No. The Bible says, and with all thy getting, get what? Somebody finish that for me, because I know I have some Bible scholars up here. The Bible says, and all thy getting, get what? Finish that. Who can fit? Do I have a Bible scholar up here? I hope so. The Bible says, and all thy getting, get. Come on, Sharon Thasha. I knew I had somebody up here who know what I'm talking. That's right, Phyllis. You get understanding. You get a wisdom about this thing. So y'all have been doing surface level health. Y'all have been at the surface of this thing, just trying to let me just get by. Let me just get in this dress. Let me just lose 5 pounds. Let me just, no. How about you finally break the time, make the time, break the bank, neglect something else other than your health, neglect something else, and focus on you for a moment. For a moment, sister. With all that getting, get yourself some understanding about what you need to be putting in your body to lower your A1C, to lower your high blood pressure. Somebody help me to get understanding. But you don't want to understand it. You just want to be told what to do. I don't like that for you. And I don't do it. I don't care how much they say, how much the business manager, right? Like I get a coach to help me grow my business. I don't care how much they say, well, if you do that, you can help to scale your business and have more people. I really don't care. Because I mean, I care about growth because I need to be able to keep the business going, but I really don't care to a point that I'm going to allow you guys to continue to not get understanding. Well, we got to teach. We got to educate. We got to know what's a macro, y'all. We got to know our macros. And we got to know how much of a macro. It's so easy. We teaching that. We going in on that. We are building meal plans. We're not just giving them to you. We have options. And then I'm going to tell you the options. And I'm tell you why they are the options. And then we're going to have rules, meal plan rules, right? So don't eat this at this time because it does this. Don't do this at this time because. So I'm not just going to give you rules. I'm going to tell you why so that you can get what? Understanding. That's our theme. Well, with all that getting, we go get some wisdom about this thing. We go get some understanding about this thing, right? So that we could be intelligent women about what we're eating and what we're consuming so that we can educate others. And as a community, we can rise up, right? And then step number 4, after we get the meal plan, then we're going to track our results. Now, I know, go ahead and type track for all of y'all who don't track your food. For all of y'all who don't track how much water you drink, who don't track how much sleep you get, who don't track. If you are a non-tracker, type track in the comments. Because step 4, y'all asked me to give you the 5 ways to break up with sugar. This is how you do it. You get the meal plan, and then you track. If you refuse to track, you're gonna be, we too old for that. Sharon Connor, we too old. Linda Johnson, we too old. Fallon and Chanel and Phyllis Histon, Jackie Davis, Honey Robinson, we too old to remember what we ate on Friday. Here come Friday. And we like, well, damn, what I ate. What snack I had? Girl, listen, I don't even know what I drank this morning. We too old for that. Trying to remember what we, no, ma'am, no, sir, you best to track. And you know what tracking does? Tracking gives you information. Tracking gives you data. Tracking gives you more wisdom. Come on, y'all. You got to track. What's the wisdom about? The wisdom is about you, honey. You, Honey Robinson. You going to learn. You going to see when you track, you're going to be like, dang, on Mondays and Tuesdays and Wednesdays, I sleep good. But on Thursdays and Fridays, something happened. What's happening? Do you ever ponder your own health habits? Do you take the time to even wonder about yourself, about what's going on inside? Well, girl, I wonder why I got that headache. Well, how much sleep did you get that night? And you got to go look at your tracker. You'd be like, oh, sis, tracking. You don't want to track. So you don't want to track, so you're going to stay stuck. And so if you don't want to track, guess what? Your results are limited. Your results have a limit. All the ladies who lost 50 pounds, I kid you not, all those ladies who lost 30, 40, 50, 60, 75 pounds with Fit Fine and Fabulous. One lady lost 100 pounds with Fit Fine. All of them were trackers. If you're not trying to track so you can analyze and gain wisdom and gain understanding about your own body, about your own self, you could go ahead and give up the ghost right now. You can go ahead and say, all right, I released it because I'm not willing to do it. But for those of you who are willing to do it, for those of you who are willing to power through it, type power in the comments. Type power in the comments that you're going to find the power, that you're going to find the strength, that you're going to find the courage, that you're going to find the thing that you need to do a different thing this time. because you're going to have to do it. You don't want to hear this, though. Y'all just want to know, just give me the drink. Just give it a pill. We don't do that here. Am I in the camera? Can you see my eyes? You can hang up now because we don't do that here. We plan, we track, and we do it in power. We do it in spite of ourselves. We do it in spite of, I don't feel like it. We do it anyway. We do it even if we're tired. I don't feel. We do it anyway. Why? Because that's where the results live. The results live where the pain is. But y'all don't want to feel no pain. You don't want to feel uncomfortable. So you don't do it. And here's another year of you saying, I'm addicted to sugar. It's on you. It's on you and your choices. Because now I'm exposing to you exactly what to do. The 5 steps. Now you have to decide if you're going to do it. In power. In power. Okay. Whew. I know I done stepped on some toes and rolled up some streets and probably in some driveways tonight, but that's okay because hopefully it'll shake you up and you go, man, I need to be. Guess what this really means? Guess what I'm saying? Let's just do the underline. We're gonna bold it, italicize, and underline it. I'ma just need y'all to be having. Yes, that's right. Better ownership of your health. You don't own your health. You're not owning it. You're just leaving it up to someone else to tell you what your A1C is, to tell you what your high blood pressure is, you're just leaving it up to somebody else. You don't want to track. You don't want to plan. You just want to be told. That's not us. We are warriors. We are walking in power. We are walking in strength. That's what the Bible says that we are, right? We are phenomenal women, right? This is what we are. Then act like it. Take ownership of it. Plan your thing. Track your thing. Show up for yourself. Show up for your partner because you will get a partner. Show up for your sister. Show up in power in spite of how you feel because you ain't going to feel like doing it. You think I feel like doing it? I don't be feeling like doing it either. But if you move for how you feel, you always going to be, I'm not going to say that word. But you know what I was about to say, right? If you move with your feelings, they're going to always you. They are. Because feelings are fickle. Somebody please type it in the comments. Feelings are fickle. Feelings are fickle. 1 minute you like, oh, this is so awesome. And then the next minute you're like, oh my God. One day you like, I hate that. Next day you like, I love this. I feeling good. Feelings are fickle. So you can't move with feelings. You have to move with facts. Feelings are fickle, so I move with facts, right? The data says I need to get more sleep. That's what the data says. The data says I'm constipated because I ain't drinking my water. The data says I am bloated because I'm eating all the wrong foods. Feelings are fickle. Stop messing with your feelings and work with facts. What do the facts say? What does the data say? But so many of us are too lazy to collect the data about ourselves. We just want to have it magically done. Can somebody just touch me and it's done? No, you got to put in the W-O-R-K. You got to work, like Rihanna say. Okay? It is facts over feelings. That is correct. It is food over fitness. Can we remember these things? Can we food over fitness? Facts over feelings. Okay? This is where we are. This is what you have to do. You have got to press. You have got to press and power to track your results, or else somebody tell me a time that they tracked their week, they tracked their food, they tracked how many hours they slept. Tell me a time you tracked and it didn't work out well. You was like, that was horrible. I didn't mean to do that. Tell me a time that happened. There is never a time that you sit here and track your situation and do all the things, and then you're like, oh, that was useless. Has that ever happened to you that you track your stuff and you're like, oh, that was useless? That just made no sense. Oh, Phyllis says she don't have any time. Phyllis. Don't get me started on that. Don't get me started. Fallon said, I always get good results. Oh, that thing said always. So why we don't track? Always. Phyllis said, I don't have the time. Phyllis, you got to make. Somebody say, make the time. You make the space for you. You make the space for what matters to you. What is in your day? What do you have going on that's so tough, that's so important, that's so much bigger that you're like, oh, I can't even plan my stuff. I can't even track my food. I can't even care about my health today because I'm busy. That's what you're saying. I'm too busy for me. I'm too busy for my temple. I'm too busy for my health. You have got to make that space. You have got to carve out 10, 15-minute blocks on your phone. You have got to make the spaces. And what we've got to do is be more smart about it. So if we don't have a lot of time, then maybe we can't do the paper. Maybe we need to do an app. And we have an app for that. Right? Right? So maybe we need to be smarter about how we're doing it. If we're short on time, then I can't do the paper, but I could do the app. I could send an email. I could do the reminder. So just be smarter about how. But that deserves a conversation. That deserves a dialogue. You don't just give up. No, I don't got time. Okay, well, guess what? Not health, but illness will have time for you. I promise you that. You don't got time for your health. The illness gonna make time for you. Won't it? Won't it? It will. It will. Chanel said, I always work through breakfast and lunch. And I bet you be out here going ham for dinner all the way through the night because you didn't have no breakfast and no lunch. You just be eating up everything. You've got to train your own body. We're helping you with this. We're helping you with this. Come on, number 5. If y'all are ready for number 5, type 5 in the comments. Somebody type 5 in the comments if you're ready for number 5, because I know I've been on here for 90 minutes already, but I love talking to y'all, and I hope you're finding value in this conversation. So if you're ready for number 5, type 5, and then I need about 10 people to say 5, and then I'm starting number 5. Come on, 5, 5, 5. Ooh, that was fast. Y'all ready for number 5? Number 5 is give yourself grace and keep going. So you got to track. And while you're tracking, you're going to see some things you don't like, Cheryl Brooks Mormon. You're going to see some stuff you don't like, Derica. You're going to see some stuff you don't like, Linda Johnson. You're going to be like, dang, why I ate that Snicker? Grace be unto you, right? Peace be unto you. Have grace and keep going. It is a foundational principle in Fit, Fine, and Fabulous. We do not exist up in here talking bad about Cheryl, talking bad about Sharon, talking bad about Derica, talking bad about you. Stop talking bad about her. Stop saying, oh, I can't. Oh, I quit this. And I just can't seem to get my workout in. Oh, I can't. Oh my God, I only lost a pound. Or I gained 2 pounds. Oh, stop it. Stop it. Stop doing that to yourself. Where is your grace? Where is your grace? So if you saw the 2-year-old kid who should know how to walk, that baby should know how to walk. She 2. But she's struggling with walking. She's getting up and she's falling down. She's getting up and she's falling down. She's trying her best. She's doing all that she can. Like, I'm just trying to walk. Mommy, I can't walk. What you gonna tell the baby? Baby come to you. She gonna say, Cheryl, I need to learn how to walk. And I keep falling. I'm just going to quit because I keep falling. What you going to tell the baby? I know you're going to tell the baby, it's okay, baby. Just get up. Just do it again. Keep trying because you're going to walk. I promise you're going to walk as long as you what? Keep trying. You give the baby all the grace. Do you give that to yourself? Where's your self-compassion? Where is your self-love? Where is your grace? This thing don't work without grace. Right? There is no transformation without grace. You have to learn how to live in the gray. Y'all are black and white thinkers. Y'all are out here like, oh, okay, she gave me a meal plan. I got to eat this. I got to eat this. Oh, dang. Soon as you eat off the plan, then you won't quit. It don't work like that. There's a grayness to it. There's a scale to it. You're like, okay, so I ate off the plan. Keep moving. Keep moving. Keep moving. You got to keep moving. You got to find yourself. You got to find your level of grace. You got to give yourself the grace to make mistakes. You got to live in the gray because there is success in the gray. Get out of the black and white and live in the grace of the gray. There is grace in the gray. There is grace in the gray. Can somebody type that? Because it's so real. There is grace in your gray, but y'all want to be so black and white and perfect. So if I don't eat the salad, oh, I didn't eat it, I ate this. Okay, and move on. Let the next meal be better. Grace, y'all. You got to practice grace for yourself. You got to practice grace thinking. You got to practice grace living. You got to practice it because guess what? We practice beating up ourselves and we know how to do that so well. Oh, I suck. I suck at it. Oh, coach, I can't drink that water. I'm not good at water. Really? That's what you're telling yourself? Oh, coach, I can't meal prep. It take me forever. I just really, that's what we doing? Stop beating you. Some of us our self-talk is so negative that we don't even realize we're negative to ourselves like that. You got to find forgiveness of what you didn't do in the past, and then grace for the things you're doing now. Forgive yourself for all the times you yo-yoed. Just forgive. I forgive myself for that. I forgive myself for all the pizza. Forgive myself for all the chicken. I forgive myself for all the donuts. I forgive myself for giving up. I forgive myself for gluttony. I forgive myself. I forgive myself. And now I'm moving in grace. I'm moving in the gray, and I'm okay with not being perfect. I'm okay with not finding, tell me how many teaspoons. Tell me how many. How about you just do better than yesterday, sis? That's what you got to do. You have to move in the gray. That's the 5 steps, y'all. Who can recite all 5? Who gonna give me all 5 in the comments? Who gonna do that first? All 5 in the comments. What are the 5 steps to breaking your sugar addiction? And I know you thought it had something to do with sugar, but it really don't. It really don't. This thing is a mental warfare that you are up against. It is a spiritual warfare that you are up against. The enemy does not want you to become the best version of you, because when you are the best version of you, you are helping others. When you are the best version of you, you are really out here doing God's work. When you are the best version of you, you are the best version of you that God made. Sis, he don't want that. So he gonna keep you thinking that you can't do this. He gonna keep you thinking that you can't afford this. He gonna keep you thinking this is not for me. Like, he gonna keep you thinking it's not possible when it absolutely is. All you have to do is number 1. Who remember number 1? Commit. Commit and take action. And be serious about that commitment. Sharon said it's commitment, it's assessment, it's tracking and giving yourself grace. I do believe Sharon missed one. So I'm going to go to the next person. Sharon Connor. Sharon Tarsha missed one. Sharon Connor says, decide to get started and commit to the process, assessing my sugar cravings and my triggers, build a meal plan, track my results, and give myself grace. And come on, y'all. Come on, y'all. Who rocking these 5 steps with me? If you are rocking these 5 steps with me, type 5 steps in the comments. If you are serious and committed about rocking these 5 steps, and we're going to do these 5 steps for 10 days. 5 steps for 10 days. That is what we're doing in our challenge. Now, if you joined at the basic level, you're going to be doing it for 5 days. If you joined at the full level, you're going to be doing it for 12 days and a book. 12 days, and you're not gonna have to print out a thing, because I'm sending the book to your house, and you're not gonna even need a pen if you're platinum, because I'm sending you a dang on pen. Who is rocking these 5 steps with me? I need you to type 5 steps in the comments, because we got work to do as a sisterhood, and we got things to do together. Now, last week we talked about the 64 ways sugar was making a fool of you. I am not about to go through all of that, but it is here. It is here. We talked about the 64 ways sugar is making a straight on fool of you, and it was such a great class. Make sure that you watch that recording, because the sugar's in the street, that is out there in the street, sisters, and we talk about that added sugar, and it has all these crazy names. I need you to take a look at that. We're going to be addressing this again inside of our 10-day challenge. So if you missed it, you can watch the recording, and I'm going deeper. We're going deeper into breaking out nutrition panels so you can be smarter about what you buy. Okay, that is happening in the challenge as well. So we talk about the sugar cycle that's in the challenge, emotional eating, hidden sugars. These are all the reasons that you can't get rid of sugar. That was our first class, the top 10 reasons. And I gave you a bonus one, is because you just don't want to. It's true. Some of us just don't want to. We are not victims, sisters. We are victors, right? We are victims, though, of our own habits, and we need to get our habits right. We need to get our habits of living in the gray, because it's the grace that lives in the gray. So there's all this great education that we're going to be going through step by step together as a sisterhood. And no, class won't be this long, but I can't help myself when I get on these calls, because I want to give, and I want you to see my passion for what I'm doing. I want you to see the level of detail, right? So the Sharon's like, where's the recording? The recording is in our Fit, Fine, and Fabulous group, pinned to the top of the group. The recordings will also be a part of the challenge. It's on our freebies challenge page. You will get your freebie challenge page when you get your book. There is a QR code in the book to go to your freebies. There's another QR code in the book to get to your recipes. So you will see all of that when you get your book. And I can't wait for them to come so that I can ship them. I want you to join our Sugar Detox Challenge, ladies. I want you to break up with sugar. Break it up with us. With the book that's coming to you. I already talked about, we have an app as well. So we have a book and we have an app, and we're going to have some habits on our app. So the habits are going to be listed on your to-do list. So if you need to drink water, you need to do a certain amount of sleep, you need to make sure that you're tracking your meals. That all happens in the app. Or you can do it on a tracker. I have the printed version or the app version. You have your choice. All of this is a part of the challenge. You get a whole app, sisters, access to it. Again, if you are a basic diva, you're going to have 5 days of live teaching, and you're going to be in our Facebook group, Fit, Fine, and Fabulous. That is our basic divas. 5 days. After the 5 days, we're going on Zoom. We're going on Zoom with the Diamond ladies and the Platinum ladies. Diamond ladies get Zoom. Diamond ladies get the book. The Diamond ladies get the recordings for 14 days after the challenge is over. Diamond ladies get the book and the recordings. Platinum ladies get everything the basic and the diamond get, but then they also get an extra meal plan. Then they also get the app. They also get 6 months of the recordings. They also get free shipping, also get a t-shirt, also get this wonderful journal here along with the book. They also get that diamond pen. And the platinum ladies are the ladies who are able to win free prizes during the challenge, because during the challenge, we will be offering free prizes to those who are platinum. Tonight, I will say it again, is the last night for you guys to sign up. I am done begging for you guys to join. I want as many ladies as possible to join, but got to join tonight before midnight. That's midnight my time, because I'm on Pacific time zone. So hopefully you have already joined, because if you're platinum, this is all that you're getting. You're getting the app, you're getting free prizes, you're getting the book, you're getting the pen, all the things I just said, and it's still just $77. I never took off the early bird because I want you guys to get the deal. I want you to get the deal, right? Free Facebook group access and all of that stuff, and more transformations, more transformations. We have come to the end of our call, sisters. This is almost a 2-hour call. I talked so much tonight, but I'm really curious to know, did you find value in tonight's class? Can you let me know in the comments? I know you might feel, oh, it's too long, coach. I'm sorry. Y'all, I can't help myself. I sit here and I talk way longer than I was supposed to on all the slides. Every last one of the slides, I talk way longer than I was supposed to, but it's because I want you to hear me and feel the transformation that I desire for you to have. So I am hoping that this call has helped someone tonight. I am hoping that this call has convicted somebody to commit. And you don't even got to commit with us as long as you commit to something. I hope, especially for our new ladies who joined us for the first time, I hope you found this call to be informational and transformational and motivating. You're like, I'm doing this. I'm committed. That is what I desire for you. That is what I desire for Diva Cutchin, who has found more energy because she could be with us some more now. And she lost 36 pounds and 18.5 inches. Or Deborah Gibbs, who lost 21 inches and 6 pounds, right? And she's wearing clothes she couldn't wear since COVID. Or Crystal, who lost 18 pounds, 23 inches, or 15 pounds, or 10 inches, or 30. Listen, I literally can go on and on and on and on. That's how many women we have served and helped to transform. We are not new to this. We've been doing this. We are breaking up with sugar because we're sweet enough already. That's what we're doing. We are already sweet. We breaking up with it. We don't need it no more. We don't need it no more. Burrell said it was very valuable. Thank you so much. Honey said, I got a lot of good information. Thank you so much. Diva Baldwin said, this was amazing and very motivating. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much for this feedback. It makes me feel good that I spent 2 hours with you live, but spent more time prior to that planning for this. So this makes me feel good that it was a good use of time. Diva Henson said, a big help and looking forward to becoming committed. I'm with you. Diva Johnson said, don't forget the man. I'm not, honey. I'm not going to forget. I'm right here with you. Your hair cute too, friend, of your profile pic. Carol says, so much great information. Rolanda said, I always find value, even if it's something I might have heard before. I use it as a... Thank you for that. Thank you for that. Thank you for that. Thank you for that. Oh my God. Praise the Lord. So we good. So we good. I lived up to my end of the bargain. That is my desire. That when I come before you, that you are left better than I found you. That when I say, hey, we're gonna have this call, and this is what I expect for you to get out the call, that you actually get that and more. So I feel like I lived up to my end of the bargain. I hope I lived up to my end of the bargain. Tonight's free gift, it says it's a hoodie, but y'all know it's that Maxi. That's my admin messed that up. Here's the code of the day. Do not write this in the chat. Our email is going to come to you asking you for the code of the day, for the phrase of the day. It is, I can do hard things. I can do hard things. I can break up with sugar for good. Do not write this in the comments. Do not write this in the group. Do not email us. We're going to email you a link. And that link is going to say, hey, go ahead and give me the phrase for the night that Coach Twat mentioned. And I want you to type in, I can do hard things. I can break up with sugar for good. For good. And when I tell you, this is what we're going to be doing for 10, 12 days straight. 10, 12 days straight. This is what we're going to be doing. I need for you to realize that this is a serious commitment. When I send you my book, you're going to use it to write SMART goals. You're going to use it to create a calendar of when we're meal prepping, to create a calendar of when we're exercising, of how much sleep we're getting. We're doing that together. And I'm going to take you on this journey step by step by step, so that by the end of those 12 days, you're going to see some type of transformation, whether it's mental, mostly physical. Because the food that we're going to be using is delicious. It's great. And you're not going to be like, oh, it's so boring and I don't want to eat this. You're going to find that great food will fuel a great transformation. Right? Varel said you went beyond what you promised to offer. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much. And I do see your sign up tonight. We have Michelle Williams who signed up tonight, and we have Tony Scott who signed up tonight. I'm not even going to go through all the list of the ladies who signed up tonight. I just want to give a big blanket congratulations. I'm going to let you know that if you want to join us on this journey, head on over to breakupwithsugargirl.com. If you want to do the whole 12 days, make sure that you sign up for Diamond, which is just the book and the recording, and you're on the Zoom with me, and then also, or Platinum. Those two, you're there for the whole 12 days. Congratulations to everyone who joined tonight. I'm so proud of you. You have until midnight to sign up. Tomorrow, the doors will be closed. And tonight. I so enjoyed all of you who joined. Congratulations to how many of you stayed to the end, who said they was gonna stay to the end. And I want to know, hold on. Don't even answer that. Where my first time visitors at? Remember at the beginning of the call, we asked for first time visitors. Do we still have some first time visitors? If you're a first time visitor, do a wave in the comments. Let me see how many y'all. I just gotta know how many first time visitors stayed all the way to the end. Because when I say we had a 2-hour call, we had a 2-hour call. How many of us stayed to the end? Miss Sharon stayed to the end. Thank you, new friend. My new friend Sharon kind of stayed to the end. Jackie said, "You're welcome, Jackie." Phyllis Henson stayed to the end. Go, Phyllis. That's my Sora. I think I see this my Sora. Diva Baldwin stayed to the end. All right, Facebook. First time users cutting up. First time divas cutting up. All right, seasoned divas. Hopefully, y'all are still there too. How many of you have come to all the classes we've had in October? This is our third sugar class leading up to our challenge. We ain't having no more classes until the challenge start, ladies. And when our books are shipped, I will be sending you an email to let you know when our books are ready and have shipped. I'm already preparing for that. I cannot wait to get the books in the mail. It's my brand new book. As soon as it arrives, it's going straight out the door to you ladies. Straight out the door to you ladies. How many of you have attended all 3 classes? If that's you, type 3 in the comments. If you attended all 3 classes, type 3 in the comments. I want to hear from you if you attended all 3. Type 3 because I want to congratulate you before we go. I gotta shout you out before you go. Even if you watch the recordings, it matters. Okay. Let me shout out some of our sisters. Michelle Williams signed up tonight, and this is her 3rd class. Congratulations, Michelle. Sharon, Tarsha, 3rd class. Cynthia Meeks. Come on, Meeks. Meeks is awesome, you guys. 30 pounds down. 3rd class. Carol Mayberry. Congratulations, 3rd class. Varel Green, 3rd class. Awesome. Even if you watch the recording, it counts. Tammy Farr Smith, 3rd class. That's my boo. Janice Davis, 3rd class. Miss Janice. Louise, I'm not surprised. This is Miss Consistent. Louise Savoy, 3rd class. Cheryl Brooks Mormon, seasoned in the house. 3rd class. Linda Johnson D. Y'all better come get these 3rd class badges. Okay. Thank y'all so much for rocking with Fit, Fine, and Fabulous all the way through. Y'all know this is my birthday month, so I was giving gifts. I said I'm going to show up almost every Sunday in October and teach until somebody is convicted, okay? Rolanda said, I know 2, not sure if 3, but I remember watching the recording, just don't remember. It's all good. You here today. Well, once again, ladies, thank you so much for your time. I'm going to end our call tonight. If you enjoyed this live, please tag your friend. Please like the video. Please share the video with a friend so that we can encourage other ladies to start their fit, fine, and fabulous journey, whether it's with us or on their own. We just need to reclaim our health. That is where we are right now. Good night, my sisters.